welcome back to Storytime. My name is Miss Jennifer, and today we're going to be reading a story, and I have some shadow puppets for you. We're talking about musical animals today, so that should be fun. But before we get started, let's wake up our fingers and let's give them a good shake. Ready? Shake, 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 shake. Are your fingers awake? Let's give them another shake. Ready? Ooh, I think they're ready. And let's do a clapping song. So friends, I need you to help me clap, 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 clap. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quietly as we can. Hello. That was really quiet. Ready? Clap, 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 clap. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loudly as we can. Hello! Was that too loud? Clap, 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 clap. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quickly as we can. Hello! All right, last one. Clap, 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 clap. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as slowly as we can. Hello. That was pretty slow. Let's get our two little blackbirds out. Ready? Just need your pointing fingers. Two little blackbirds sitting on a wall. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. Two little blackbirds sitting on a cloud. One named quiet, one named loud. Fly away quiet. Fly away loud. Come back quiet. Come back loud. Two little blackbirds sitting in the snow. One named fast and one named slow. Fly away fast. Fly away slow. Come back fast. Come back slow. Oh, good job, friends. So today I have a story about a musical animal. What animal do you see on the cover? I think it's a frog. This book is called Pokko and the Drum by Matthew Forsythe. I wonder what Pokko is going to do with that drum. The biggest mistake Pokko's parents ever made was giving her a drum. They had made mistakes before. Like the slingshot. Is that a good idea? And the llama. And the balloon. That's a big balloon. But the drum was the biggest mistake. We shouldn't have given her that drum, said her father. What? Said her mother. The drum is too loud. I can't hear you. The drum was a big mistake, said her father. Oh, that sounds like a wonderful idea, said her mother, who still couldn't hear what he was saying. I think the drum may be too loud. The next day her father said, Pokko, why don't you take your drum outside for a little while? But don't make too much noise. We're just a little frog family that lives in a mushroom, and we don't like drawing attention to ourselves. Pokko agreed, and she set out as quietly as she could. It had just rained, and the forest was sparkling like an emerald. And it was very quiet. Too quiet. Pokko started tapping on her drum just to keep herself company, but something stirred behind her. A raccoon playing the banjo started following her, so Pokko hit her drum louder. And then a rabbit playing a trumpet started following them, but Pokko kept playing her drum. And then a wolf, who couldn't really play anything but was very happy to be near the music, joined in. and Pokko still played her drum. But then the wolf ate the rabbit, and Pokko stopped playing her drum and faced the wolf and said, no more eating the band members, or you're out of the band. I'm sorry, said the wolf, and he meant it. We can't eat the band members. And then they all started playing again, and soon there was a crowd of animals playing instruments. Doesn't it look like so much fun? A big party. And a crowd of animals following them and enjoying the music. And they were all following Pokko. Pokko, your dinner is ready, shouted her father. No one answered, but he could hear music in the distance. And the music grew louder. And louder. Until the crowd swept through the house and carried Pokko's parents out into the woods. Oh no, said her father. Oh dear, said her mother. That's quite a shock. I think that's Pokko down in front, said her father. And you know what? What, said her mother, who was just getting to the best part of her book. I think she's pretty good. And no one could hear what he was saying. But if they could, they would have all agreed. The end. All right, can you help me count out some frogs? Get these friends out here. Little finger poppers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Get on there. 5 little frogs. Can you show your 5 little frogs at home? All right, ready? There were 5 little speckled frogs sitting on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little speckled frogs sitting on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 1, 2, 3. 3 little speckled frogs sitting on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. 1, 2. 2 little speckled frogs sitting on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's 1 green speckled frog. Glub, glub. 1 green speckled frog sitting on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are no green speckled frogs. Glub, glub. That's it. Say goodbye to those friends. Now, friends, I'm going to tell you the story of the Musicians of Breman. Once upon a time, there was a man, and he had a donkey. But the donkey was so old, he couldn't work anymore. He was old and he wasn't strong. He couldn't take the cart to the market. And the farmer decided, this donkey can't have a home on the farm if he can't work. Now the donkey overheard him and he thought, well, that's not very good at all. I like having a home. I'm going to take fate into my own hands and I'm going to become a musician. I will go to the town of Breman where I will sing and I will play and I can make my fortune there. So the donkey went down the road and he was on his way to Breman when he came across a dog. And the dog had been a hunting hound, but the poor dog, he was so old and he couldn't run and he couldn't catch anything. And he had been left behind and he was crying on the road. And the donkey said, well, Hound, why are you so sad? I don't have a home anymore. I can't hunt for my master, and I've been left behind. Well, you should become a musician with me, said the donkey. And that sounded like a fine idea. The dog could play the drum by banging his tail against the drums. That sounded great. So the two friends just kept on their way to Bremen when they soon came across an old cat who was mewing on the side of the road, and she was so sad and she was so skinny. And the donkey said, well, cat, why are you so sad? I'm too slow to catch mice anymore, and I don't have a home on the farm. I can't catch mice, and who wants an old cat like me? And the dog said, come to Bremen with us and be a musician. And the cat said, well, that's a good idea. So along they went until they came across a rooster who was sitting on top of a fence, crowing as loudly as he could. And the donkey said, oh, rooster, you're making so much noise. What's wrong? My mistress is angry at me and she's decided to make me into soup. So I'm singing as loudly as I can while I can. The donkey said, well, you could come with us. We're headed to Bremen to be musicians, and you can sing, you can come with us, and nobody will make you into soup. And the rooster thought about it and said, that's a good idea. So the four friends went along, and they traveled down the road to Bremen, one after the other, until they couldn't walk any further, and they came along to a house, and they smelled some good things to eat. And all the animals were very hungry, so they climbed up on top of one another and they peeked inside. And the donkey could see very well, and he said, oh, my friends, I see a table full of food, but it looks so good to eat. But it looks like this is a robber's house. Yes, it does. And they had the idea, perhaps we could sing for our supper and we won't starve. So they bust through the door and they yelled and they screamed and they hooted and they everything so loudly, and it scared the robbers. It's a monster, they cried, and they ran from their house, leaving it full of food, riches, and a warm, warm fire. And the animals decided that they would stay. They wouldn't have to worry about being homeless. They had a nice fire to sleep by and enough food to eat. And they just lived happily ever after. The end. Well, friends, that's it for story time. I'm so glad that you were able to join us this week. Let's say goodbye and sing our If You're Happy and You Know It. We're going to clap our hands, clap, clap. We're going to stomp our feet, and then we'll say hooray. And then that'll be it. And I hope you can join us next week for more fun. Are you ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, say hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, say hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, say hooray, hooray. Bye, friends.